Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Glaciercano here today to play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on the Nintendo Switch. And as the way things tend to go with these new games, it just kind of launches you directly into a cutscene. I literally just beat Breath of the Wild the day before this game came out, so I'm all ready to go, and it's time to see what this story's all really about.
This strange gloom keeps getting thicker.
Oh no, not more gloom. It's always the goo from before. Or at least it's going to.
We've been descending for a while now. These tunnels are deeper than I thought. What could be down here?
So we just found some random caves and decided to go exploring? Is that kind of the idea? Beneath Hyrule Castle. Yeah, that is kind of interesting that they just thought this would be a good thing to just randomly explore, and they have no idea. Like, nobody's ever told them, like, oh yeah, we just buried all our deepest, darkest treasures and secrets underneath the castle. But you can figure that out yourself, of course.
People have been falling ill after coming into contact with the gloom drifting through these caverns. Though here it seems almost misty and not concentrated enough to harm us. We'll keep going, with it coming up from beneath Hyrule Castle. We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link. Let's go solve this mystery.
Well, that's the whole reason why I'm the specific royal protector, of course. Just gonna bring out my sword. Hey, look! The Master Sword actually does look a little bit cleaner or newer or something. Maybe they did, like, do some sharpening in the little bit of in-between time before, well, between Breath of the Wild and this, but the gloom stuff, if they're saying, like, people are falling sick and stuff, like, I'm almost thinking it's a form of radiation or something like that, and we should all be wearing hazmat suits right now, you know? It's essentially, it only makes sense. Oh, also there are orcs nearby. My sword's starting to glow. Link! The Master Sword. Yeah, see, it's glowing from the hilt, like there. That almost is a cooler effect than when you actually pull the entire thing out, but... Yeah, I already knew I had my sword out and ready to begin with, just because I like to walk around with it out. It makes me feel special, but it must be sensing something. I knew we had a reason for concern. Ever since the end of the calamity, the castle has fallen into neglect. Oh, you'd think it would be the opposite, actually. You know, everybody would move back in. But I could never imagine anything like these tunnels that we're hiding here. Just rewording it into my version of the strange grammar. Oh boy. We must be careful as we move deeper. Oh, it's always a good idea to do. But yes. Oh, and it's nice that they do seem to have the same sort of controls as what I had set up for Breath of the Wild. Speaking of which, I even have full stamina wheels. Do they know? Although I guess it does even give you the full 20 hearts. I never got that far in the game, to be fair, but... Yeah, you just gotta swing the sword to, like... get the gloom away. Link, look here! Oh, it's like... Is it the durians on the sides of the walls? Is that what it is? These are ruins from an ancient civilization. Wait, something is written here. Might these ruins be from the Zonai? Okay. At first I thought she was gonna say, like, from the original Zelda. 'Cause, I mean, they just, like, know about their reincarnation kind of thing. Or something. I mean, you'd think that they should have some sort of awareness either way, but, I mean, everything's been lost to time. These carvings. I'm sure they're Zonai in origin. I've seen designs like this in my studies. The Zonai are said to have lived long ago, in the time of earliest legend. They possessed godlike powers and had a I was gonna say preposterous. I mean, that kind of works too. It's preposterous and prosperous. So prosperously preposterous. That's really a tongue twister that you can't really say that 10 times fast, but that was a civilization in the sky. Many history books tell us about the Zonai, but none give us the full picture. Much is still unknown about them. Okay. Still, I mean, she has her torch to, like, light the way. I'll just light the way with my sword. That's... Like, I almost wish that this was a thing. I mean, I guess you can get, like, those fake lightsabers in real life, as opposed to the real lightsabers, but, you know, you can just kind of use those to, like, glow and walk around. That's kind of what Link's doing, but... Is this what the Zonai looked like? They seem so different than us. And such large ears! How did the ruins from a civilization in the sky end up beneath the castle? It looks like the path ahead goes even deeper. Let's continue, Leek. Leek. That's her new like nickname for him, because Link just gets boring after a while. So I mean, she like nicknamed him after his favorite food, which is of course Leek's. He's very much like a Far-Fetched in that way, but yeah, they do seem to look strange. At first I was almost thinking like, oh, it can be like the special ancient creatures in the Metroid franchise or something, like the Chozo or Chizo? I never remember how to pronounce like any of these things anyway, but the keys are dead. Come over here, Zelda.
You're not hurt, are you, Link?
Nah, that's impossible. These things are way too weak for me.
Look at these murals.
Yeah, that's some pretty fancy cave paintings. Hieroglyphics and whatnot.
The written histories of the royal family include stories of a great war fought long ago. It was a conflict between allied tribes and someone only ever referred to as the Demon King.
Oh, boy.
Is it possible? Do these murals depict the same legend?
Oh, there's only ever one legend, repeated hundreds of times throughout history. So it's all one closed loop.
This is similar to the statues we saw earlier, a Zonai. And these figures look like Hylians. This depiction certainly suggests that the Zonai descended from the heavens.
Oh, and they're like forming like a heart with their hands, basically.
The royal family were born from a union with gods who had descended from the heavens.
So like, oh yeah, like Hylians and gods, we all heart
These
each other.
murals tell a similar story, and if they are accurate, then the gods mentioned were the Zonai. They must have forged a relationship with the Hylians of that time, working together to establish the Kingdom of Hyrule. This figure, he seems to be stealing something of incredible power from the young kingdom.
Oh no, it's the unknown Pokemon.
This all aligns with what I've read during my studies.
He's stealing the alphabet again.
And then this, it shows the Demon King. And a fierce battle against him.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
If the creature depicted here really does represent the Demon King, then... Incredible! This mural must be the Great War recorded in the royal histories. This is the imprisoning war, and the events that led up to it. Link! This is a huge discovery. All right then, now to use this invention of Pura's. I'm glad I didn't leave it behind. It's so easy to record. You point it and click. Oh. It looks like the rest of the murals are obscured.
It's the fancy technology of the 10,000 years in the future. Oh boy, cameras.
Just what is this place? Maybe we'll find more answers farther ahead. Link, let's keep moving deeper.
Oh, Link is always wanting to go deeper. That's his thing. He's Link the deep cave explorer or something. Oh, actually, no, I think my controls are backwards, because these are the initial controls of Breath of the Wild, aren't they? Because, like, I think I changed the jump button to being the opposite one. Because I kind of prefer having, like, the jump button this sort of style as if you are playing Dark Souls. But, yeah, special controls, there's a whole list of these things. So I guess there's a lot to do after the tutorial here, but let's see if I can actually change this thing very quickly. Ah, here we go. Assign jump button to B and dash and other actions to X. Because I just feel like that makes the most sense. So anybody that wanted to know, it's a very important thing that they do actually have that option available. Also, you can even change the voice language, which isn't always a common thing in some of these games. If you buy it in your English region, then sometimes it's just like, well, you're just the way things are gonna be now. You have to be English. But I mean, it goes kind of makes sense anyway, but anyway. Now I feel more normal. Ah, let's climb these random rocks. See, this is how a real Indiana Jones explorer does things. You have to just start jumping up the rocks, climbing, caressing it with your entire body. Doesn't really work for that kind of word at that point, but I'll be the one to adventure first. Yeah, because she really does take her time going through here, but still, it's probably for the best if, I mean, still, this stuff's supposed to give you cancer or something, and Link just stands directly into it because, like, I'm thinking that that's going to be part of the story is that, you know, Link and Zelda are immune to the whole, like, goop and the idea of calamity in general, because, I mean, this must be still the remnants of the calamity, I'm still thinking, kind of. And where else would you hide your real, like, dangerous and important soul to your calamity body is underneath the castle that you were protecting? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because holy crap, this really does look like an expansion of the whole, like, trailer that they initially showed for this Tears of the Kingdom game. Looking pretty intense. What is this place? Let's continue, Link, but we must be extremely careful. Not yet. I want to go back. But okay.
What is that?
Ah, here we go. So is this how they do things instead of, like, trapping him in the Sacred Realm nowadays, or what? Oh. Interesting. It's like the half of a yin-yang thing. Oh. That's the thing, they didn't even touch anything. It just so happens that they came down here at the wrong time. Whoa. Ah. Not all my hearts. Oh.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? A blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me. Zelda.
Yeah.
You who carries that fragile sword. A Link. Raru placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
Oh, he's just omniscient, you know. It's just how bad guys are. Pulling a Bowser. It's like every single time for like the Mario series, like Peach's castle gets lifted into the sky. Wow. Oh no! Yeah, take my good hand. Oh no. Well, she can be magical and fly her way out of there. That's the way it works. Wait, what? Now this is magical, all right. The arm saved Link? So maybe the arm has like some sort of intelligence to it, and that's probably why it's just like as soon as we walked in the room, then everything activated. You know, wasn't just a coincidence. Oh boy. Even just like one of those boulders could basically wipe out all of Hyrule, basically. Has anybody seen the that Avengers Age of Ultron? You know, it's kind of the whole idea. I mean, even then, like the whole idea of Age of Ultron, like everybody basically would have died with that whole platform of rock, even just being pulled apart and having the chunks fall to the ground. It still kills so many people. Never realize how much force gravity can create like that. Anyway. Oh, wow. That really is some kind of magical hand, then. Even gives him a free tattoo. You have to pay a lot of money to get something like that done.
Ah, Link. Finally you wake.
Oh, who are you and what are you doing here?
I've heard a great deal about you from Zelda. Your wounds were severe. I am relieved to see you escape death. Your arm, however, was beyond saving. I had to replace it, lest the injury endanger you further.
Wow, okay. It was just a completely new arm, I guess, at this point. Such a weird concept, but, I mean, that calamity goo stuff really must be awful, to say the least, because, I mean, The red and black, I mean, if he actually had that as his natural arm at that point, it would still look really cool. I mean, I'd go for that style. What? Oh, I thought that you could actually climb completely horizontally in this game now. Because that would be a different change from Breath of the Wild. I just gotta do some checks and tests, though. Yeah, I feel like you can go more horizontally than before. I already like it. I already like that idea. Because that was always my problem with Breath of the Wild, is that you couldn't climb horizontal pieces. But let's see how bad of damage my sword is. Ooh. Well, I mean, half of the Zelda games are revolving around powering up the Master Sword, so it's gonna happen. The Decayed Master Sword? The sword that seals the darkness. Its sacred power has been diminished after being ravaged by the gloom beneath Hyrule Castle. It's nice that they actually do just call it gloom and have like a bit of a name, and they might add more story behind it, like legitimately, because still, I was just calling stuff goop and stuff like that for the longest time, and it's weird, but 1 damage is good enough for me. I can use this like a tree branch to cut my way through. But that is pretty cool. Use weapon. Attack with your equipped weapon. Okay. But yeah, it is nice that you actually start with the Master Sword this time. Because it's a good idea. I mean, it is still going to be your weakest weapon, but hopefully that means that no matter what, you always have a weapon that will do 1 damage at the very least. You know, it's going to be the case, but... Is there anything else to touch before I continue with this? But yeah, this already kind of, like, looks like... I mean, it's not quite Skyward Sword-ish for things, but I almost feel like this is going to have some time travel stuff in this game, because when you have this kind of energy, it only means time travel, right? Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Link. Rub your special hand on it. Oh, because maybe his hand, like, I was saying in my other Breath of the Wild thing, about how, you know, it's just distill information directly into Link's brain. Maybe it will distill the information into his hand now instead of a Sheikah Slate. Oh, this looks cool. Nice. Well, at least now I have a way out now, but still, this contraption right there, that already makes me think of, like, Majora's Mask or something like that. Which also, let's see how much of this environment I can climb. Because I feel the need to... Aw, man. I want to get up there, because, I mean, it looks like these are platforms that you can kind of jump between. Is there a map, too? That's... Aw, man. It doesn't appear as though there's much of anything yet, so... I don't know, there might be a way of getting up there, there might not be. If you can't climb this smooth stone, it might be time just to move on with, things. But I just want to find every single secret possible. I mean, it probably is not possible, but, I mean... That's the thing. Gotta fight every battle that you can. Link's just has a whole amount of rage that he must get fulfilled. Oh, what is this? Oh, see, it's just telling you to, like, climb these walls. It has lots of vegetation on them. Woo! I like that this portion of the beginning is just practicing Link's swan diving. Woo! Landing in water, even from a great height, will prevent you from taking fall damage. So I guess that's kind of the whole idea, because, I mean, still, I haven't really been spoiled with this game so far, luckily enough. But, I mean, I have to the point, you know, it's there's stuff in the sky, so, like, maybe you have to just jump from the sky into water most of the time. Try to land in Lake Halea or something. That kind of idea. Ooh! Archaic legwear. Simple classic legwear, either well-worn and showing their age. But they've still got a good few years left in them. It can be a bit cumbersome to have to tie the straps. Yeah. Okay, well. Oh, this is, it's interesting. So yeah, they did change the inventory system a little bit in this game. But I mean, I think it's still the same sort of concept, you know, you just have armor, weapons, and the rest of it's just gonna all unlock on the rest of these, pieces once I get there. But, that being said, like, yeah, it's not bad. I actually expected him to have tights, like, in the picture, but, you know what? Nink. I can't say Link today. It's every single, like, consonant in front of his name instead of an L. Mr. Nink, he has to be naked. Nink the Naked Man. That's his new name. Only wear it out when necessary. But, yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward and linear of where I can go so far. I don't think Link can even have a shirt at this point, but the nudity must happen. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Whoa, I'm high up. Is this like the highest point in the entire game, basically? Wow. Because I think eventually I might need to come back here and then explore, but I mean, since I have no abilities or anything even remotely helpful, I think it's just time to jump. It's too bad we're in the sky right now, even though we all fell down, but we ended up upward. Zelda's probably up here too, all things considered. What? There's just so much depth. Oh no, I'm falling past all the islands I want to explore. But this is so beautiful. I love it. What? There's even a Leviathan up here. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. See, and I think it was worth it to not put on any pants for flying down here. Oh, it's just so much more satisfying. Feeling the wind against my feet. So that's pretty much all it covers. Ah. So, did I come from up there, or was it that one? Either way, these are some massive lily pads. Like, I don't want to have to fight the frogs that these are from. Well, that the frogs use them. You know what I'm trying to say. But, yeah, Great Sky Island. Wow. Still, I just want to go say hi to that guy over there. He's moving really slowly, but I guess he must be one of, well, a different dragon than one of the three that you see in Breath of the Wild. It has to be, right? I can't tell his color from this far away, but still, like, I understand people like, oh no, sky shroom. A common mushroom that grows near trees on sky islands. Eat it to restore health. But yeah, I understand people saying about like how it is impressive that, you know, that this game runs at 30 FPS solidly. But at the same time, just going directly from Breath of the Wild to this, I can kind of tell the differences that, like, I feel like the aliasing is a little bit different in this game or something. You know, there's just something different about the grass or something along those lines that it's really hard to explain. But, tree branch. Wooden branches such as this are pretty common. It's surprisingly well balanced. It doesn't do much damage, but can serve as a weapon in a pinch. Oh nice, it is the same sort of thing. I love that they have the same... Oh wait, what? If you press up, it changes... It just puts food now. See, that's different. But... Still, like... I don't know, I still find that there is something different about the graphic style here that I cannot quite put my finger on, but... Oh no. Oh, it just ran out of energy. That's not good. Yeah. Please, sir. Oh, nice. There's another tree branch here. Oh, yeah. Oh. Soldier Construct Horn. A blade-like horn from a soldier construct. It's very sharp, so handle with care. Okay, yeah, because... See, this is exactly what I was kind of wondering here for lore-wise. Zonai Charge. A material used as a power source for constructs and other devices. Its strange light seems to reveal potent energy inside. And potential energy inside. There's always the potential. It's the... I mean, everything up here, I was going to say, has technically gravitational potential energy because we're up high, so if we just push anything off the edge, oh, it's going to cause a catastrophic reaction down below. But yeah, an apple. I don't think I even need to read that one. I probably should, just for the sake of consistency, just like read everything that I pick up for the first time, because, I don't know, it's always nice, but... Like, it's weird though, like, that's what I was gonna say though, is with the Zonai, that it's strange that we're fighting them. And, because, like, weren't they supposed to be, like, friendly and high technological species and full of happiness? Wooden stick, a tree branch with an added grip, an excellent balance. Equip it and use it as a weapon. Yeah. 'Cause that is a very fancy wooden stick. Getting all the best sticks up here, because that's all they really have. Still, they're a proud species, but they are a violent one, the Zonai. Only they have, like, the abilities of going ahead and using, like, their own technologies, and they try to make it so that if anybody else comes up here, the only thing they can fight with is just wood, so that they have an advantage. Oh no, I think I'm kind of making my own lore as it goes up and goes on right here, but